Hey, what is going on, everybody? Jerma here with a Team Fortress 2 gameplay commentary. Otto in the background again, making all kinds of weird noises. But anyways, gonna be playing as the spy tonight, using the strange dead ringer, the l'étranger, and the big earner. And in the title somewhere it probably says the live forever setup or something like that. Let me just briefly explain what I mean by that. So the big earner, if you don't know, when you backstab somebody, you get cloak. Same thing with the l'étranger. If you shoot somebody, you get cloak. And the dead ringer lets you fake your death. So what happens, what ends up happening in most of the gameplays you use this with, you will get a backstab, fill up your cloak, be able to pull the dead ringer out, you're alive. You get out of the dead ringer, somebody sees you, you can't backstab them, shoot them 2 or 3 times, pull out the dead ringer, rinse and repeat. Now this may or may not be total overkill, but I like to use weird setups sometimes, like to mess around with the loadouts, and this actually does work pretty well, because as a spy, I used to be a really good spy back in the old days, back in like 2007. And then once all the loadout options came out, all the variables came out, I started to lose my spy deal. I started to not really do as well as I used to. So stuff like this, any way that I can help myself play spy better, I'm going to try it out. I guess the real downside to using this setup is, of course, if you have full cloak and you backstab somebody, you're not going to get any cloak added to your bar there because there's no overcloak. Oh my god. I just thought of like a new item. What if there was an item that gave you overcloak? Like an overheal. Like you could get, if you got overhealed, you got overcloaked. Oh, maybe I'm just going off on a weird tangent there. But anyways, playing on King of the Hill Harvest right now. And I gotta tell you, playing on King of the Hill maps, they're like really the only places I can play spy anymore. I can't play on payload anymore. I can't play on control point. I seem to die instantly. Right when I kill somebody, I always just die. I'll get one backstab, die, get one backstab, die. But back in the day, back when this game was in its real infancy stages, I was really, really good at the spy. And I think I know what's happening. What's happened is a lot of the players that have played this game for a long time, and even some of the free-to-play, some of the new players, everybody's just getting better at this game. So it is definitely getting harder to fool people. Because it's the whole adage, fool me once, shame on me, fool me twice, shame on you. I said that wrong. Fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me. There we go. I got it. But it's that old adage. It's you know, you fool somebody enough times, they're not going to get fooled anymore. And I think that's what's happening in Team Fortress, is at least when I play spy, I feel like everybody knows exactly where I am, where I'm going, and that sort of thing. And like I said, this can be totally attributed to people just getting better at the game. And I love to see that, guys. I love to see people getting really good at Team Fortress, because that means people are playing it. You gotta remember, to be able to be good at something, you have to really put time into it. So to see these people all doing very, very well in a lot of the servers I play on, it's great because it means Team Fortress is still alive and still running strong. And then they're going to tell their friends, once they're good enough and once they know how awesome the game is, they're going to tell their friends are going to tell their friends, and Team Fortress hopefully will stay strong forever. And it's actually getting a lot more attention than you'd think. A lot of the big YouTubers now, a lot of the big commentators are starting to play Team Fortress. They're starting to get into it, and they're starting to say, holy crap, this game is really fun. And they're going to start making content on that. So stay tuned, but you're probably going to see a lot more Team Fortress pop up in the YouTube scene in the very near future. That's my Germa prediction. So I got to tell you one more thing before this video. There's only like another minute or two in this video. Can I tell you my addiction lately? I mean, it's really, I've been so addicted to a television show. The last week or so, I've watched every single episode, and I can't wait to see the movie now. In my Q&A a long time ago, I talked about Fullmetal Alchemist and how I watched it. Not really a big anime person, but I did get into it, and I did love it. So I found out recently that they made a new one. They made a new Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my god. And I actually remember reading some comments on that Q&A video of people saying, you should watch the new FMA, you should watch the new FMA. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I remember looking up stuff on it, and it looked like it was the same thing. I was like, did they just remake this? But no. No, my god, it's a totally different story. It totally follows the comic, or the manga, I think is what it's called. And it is amazing. I gotta tell you, if you are an anime fan or you like anime at all, go watch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. It is really, really good. And when I say I mean we. Me and Burger Boy have watched every single episode. And we've also trying to get tickets to go to the movie in Boston. I think it opens April 12th or something like that. So that should be fun. And that's just what I've been totally addicted to lately. The characters, the story, everything is so good. I think it's better than the first one. If you were a fan of the first one, watch the second one and then tell me you don't like the second one more. And I guess a follow-up to this would be in the comment section. If you know any other animes that are really good, that I would enjoy, if I like Fullmetal Alchemist, leave me a comment of a different anime I would like. And I'll tell you, to preface that, I'm not big into anime, and I don't really like the goofy type anime where everyone's always like screaming and yelling and like laughing and stuff like that. I like the serious type of anime where, you know, there's like blood and fight scenes and characters and stuff. I'm not a big fan of the, let's just say, like the Sailor Moon type anime. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I will check you guys all next time. So take care, everybody.